liked Lady Gaga and wasted all of his time sending her wigs.
But unfortunately, he met Mark and they got married. And one of the reasons why Kristen also was not successful.
Oh man, you just finished the story.
Really?
Yeah, don't do that.
Might have been because he died earlier. He was on his way of success, but
What? Why would you? Okay, I'm not really
all
happy
right.
with my profession. Homeless man taking a taxi to work.
Yeah. All right. All right.
All
I'll,
right. You don't want to be
I don't want
Kristen.
to be Kristen.
You will have to be. You will have to be Kristen soon.
I mean, Pro Max Ultra.
Yeah.
Not just success.
And open-ended question, you should give me an answer that is weird. Not you should say something that doesn't actually exist. Try to make it as weird as possible, because
Uh,
weird and bizarre things they're easy to remember. And so if I say, "Do you
mm,
have a pet?" You call pet, it's an elephant, something like that.
yeah,
Nobody
I
has
got it.
an elephant for a pet. You know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
yeah, you can even exaggerate things. If it's some you small things can be extremely small and big things can be extremely big or
Mm,
vice versa and
mm,
stuff like that. Okay.
mm.
Uh, and yeah, so other things I will explain on the go. Okay.
Okay.
So I have
No problem.
prepared a story, and the focus of the story is something that a lot of students dread like death, and it is
Mm-hmm.
past perfect subjunctive slash conditional perfect, if you know what
Mm-hmm.
I'm saying.
Yeah.
Studied more, he would have been able to go to college. That's an
Mm,
example for that grammatical feature. And
mm-hmm.
that's what we are going to practice and see if we
Mm-hmm.
can handle this, bro. So let's see
Yeah.
if we can handle this.
Let's see.
Yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. All right. So we'll start small. We'll start with a single statement. I will say a sentence. I will make a statement, and your job is when I say now describe the situation. When I say that, your job is to either repeat that sentence,
Mhm.
which is pretty low level. It's not for your caliber, I would say.
Yeah, there are
And
problems.
second,
There are problems.
yeah, second, you can paraphrase it. That's better.
Mm,
Okay. Paraphrase
mm-hmm.
meaning you can say the same thing, but with different words. And don't be scared and think, oh, I have to paraphrase everything. No, even if
Mm-hmm.
you just change the word order, if you say there is a guy who's smart, you can say there is a smart guy, right? So something
Mm-hmm.
like that. The word order is changed, then
All
it's
right.
already a paraphrase. Got it?
Yeah, I got it. And I guess it's okay to start small because for a person to reach that C2 level, I mean, band 8.5 or 9, one should be able to produce error-free sentence of all levels from A1 to C2. So
Very
even
good
if they
point.
have that C1, C2 level language in their speech, but they make small mistakes in terms of grammar, for example, at A1 or A2 levels, they cannot get a high score. 8 is the
Absolutely.
max.
Absolutely. Yeah. Band 9 is almost perfect English. It's
Yeah.
almost error-free, I would say. A band 9 this is my belief, and this is what I think. Um, They can make mistakes, but those mistakes are like slips. It's something that
Mm,
a native speaker would do in a similar situation. You know what I'm saying? So if something
yeah.
like that happens, okay, so let's begin. Here is our first chunk. I call this a chunk because that's the term that is used in TPRS.
Yeah.
So there was a guy named Mark, and when Mark was younger, it seemed like he was gonna be successful in his life, but it didn't happen that way. He made a lot of bad decisions. Describe the situation, please.
Mm. When Mark was younger, he thought things would go the way he thought they would, but that wasn't the case.
Excellent, excellent.
I mean, Pro Max Ultra,
Yeah.
not just successful.
And I may
I
even
don't
ask
want
you
to. I
some.
want to just. Yeah, I don't want to have that negative image of ending that story for Mark if it is the end of the story for him.
No, no, the ending is not bad. Why it didn't happen? What was the reason for that? He wasn't
Um,
successful, right? It seemed like he was going to be successful, but he wasn't. Why it didn't work out that way?
might have been because he died earlier. He was on his way of success,
Yeah.
but
Yeah, yeah. He made a lot of bad decisions actually. Uh,
mm, yeah,
yeah. So
could have been.
yes, he made a lot of bad decisions. Okay, and the same thing happened with Kristen. Okay, it
Hmm.
also seemed like, oh, by the way, here's another thing. Yes, it didn't happen that way because of his bad decisions. You see, I just
Yeah.
paraphrased. Instead of he
All right.
made a lot of bad decisions, I said because of his bad decisions.
All right.
Okay, can you and there is the same thing happened with Kristen. So there was a girl named Kristen, and the same thing happened to her. And it also seemed like she was gonna be successful, but she also made a lot of mistakes. Can you please describe the situation?
Yeah. Um, there's this lady called Kristen,
Mm-hmm.
and she also had the similar said she had a similar fate
Mm-hmm.
as Mark,
Mm-hmm.
and it also seemed. I mean, in Kristen's case, also Kristen seemed to have a very successful life, but unfortunately, he met Mark and they got married. And one of the reasons why Kristen also was not successful is because they were together and they together made a lot of mistakes.
Oh man, you just finished the story.
Ah, really?
Yeah, don't do that. Yeah, okay. Yeah, I mean, you haven't done this before. Yes. They made lots of bad decisions. Uh,
Mhm.
can you please describe the situation? The same thing, okay? Don't add anything. The same thing. You
All
can
right,
change and
all right,
change it up and
all right, all right. So we have two people now, Mark and Kristen, and on the surface, they kind of appeared to be successful in their lives, but just because they made a lot of bad decisions, they failed to achieve their goals and they didn't reach that level of success.
yes, yes, exactly, exactly. Um,
Is it
let's
better now?
Yeah, yeah, it's better, but it's as I said, it's okay for you to use. You actually should use the phrase, it seemed like he was going to be or she was going to be. Yeah.
Uh-huh.
Yeah,
All
yeah,
right.
yeah. You want to try
I'll
again?
keep the same expression. I'm gonna try again.
Yeah,
Yes,
try again, but
that is
wait, wait, wait. Try again, but we will take it up a notch, so to speak, right? Let's level it up.
mm,
But now
mhm.
I am Mark, okay? And
Okay,
there's
okay.
a girl
I
named
don't want to be
Kristen.
Kristen, by the way.
Huh? You don't want to be
I don't want
Kristen?
to be Kristen.
You will have to be. You will have to be Kristen soon. Trust me. It's just it's part of my class. You cannot, yeah.
All right.
No problem.
And next
Yeah,
time I
go
will
ahead.
prepare a story.
Yeah, yeah, go ahead. Describe the situation. I am Mark. There's a
Mm,
girl named Kristen, and you are you.
mm. All right. I have a friend of mine named Mark and a girl called Kristen. And on the surface, they both seemed like they were going to be successful. But due to the mistakes they made in decisive situations, they both failed to reach that level of success.
Excellent, excellent. Way to go, brother. Awesome paraphrase. Yes. So there is a girl and her name is Kristen, and Kristen seemed to she seemed like she was gonna be successful in life, but it didn't happen, right? She failed because of her mistakes. And the same thing happened to me. And my name is Mark. Uh, Most people thought that I was going to, I had to use that phrase. It seemed like I was going to be successful in life, but I couldn't reach any success. And and it happened because of my bad decisions. I made a lot of bad decisions and a lot of mistakes. Okay, now you are Mark and I am
Hmm.
Kristen. Describe our situation. So you should say,
Yeah.
I am, you are. Okay, now we are changing
Mhm.
perspectives. Let's go.
All right. All right. I'm Mark, and at first everything was okay, and I it seemed that I was going to be successful, but that was not the case. And that the same fate happened with Kristen because she was going to be on the surface, she was also going to be successful, but that didn't happen with her either.
Excellent, excellent. So there is Mark and there was Mark and Kristen, blah, blah, blah. You know the details. Mark liked Lady Gaga and wasted all of his time sending her wigs. Let's practice this part. So Mark had a problem. He liked one of the celebrities. You know who it
Hmm.
is, right?
Hmm.
And he wasted his time doing something. What was it?
Sending her wigs.
Exactly. He wasted his time sending her wigs. Uh, and if he had not wasted his time, what would have happened?
If he hadn't wasted his time sending Lady Gaga wigs, he would have studied more, and that could have been the case. I mean, that could have helped him to be successful.
Excellent, excellent. Yes, he would have been able to, would have. Oh, by the way, in spoken English, why was he not able to study more?
Um, because he wasted his time sending her wigs, and that's why he couldn't study better and more.
Excellent. Now we are discussing this grammatical feature using questions and using simpler sentences, right? Which is
Mhm.
cool.
Mhm.
I like doing that. If he had not done that, what would have happened?
He would have had more time to study.
Exactly. He would have had more time to study, and he would have probably been more successful in his studies, right?
Yes, which might have
Uh,
led him to get a diploma, earn a degree at university, and get a good job, and then become successful.
yes, he would have been able to get a degree and get a better job and all that. Yes, absolutely. So great. And it all happened because he wasted his time sending Lady Gaga wigs, right? Did he waste a little bit of his time or all of his time?
He spent all his life, I mean, not life, but
Time.
from the time sending her, I mean, wasting her. I mean, he just wasted all his time sending her wigs.
exactly. And this is one
Mm,
of the bad
mm,
decisions he made. Okay. Um, all right. Now I am Mark. Describe my situation to me.
mm. All right.
You can start
You
from the
spent
top if you like,
great.
by the way, so that you can
Yeah.
use it seemed like you were going to be blah, blah, blah. Okay. You can
Mm.
practice that as well, along with the
All right.
past perfect, blah, blah, blah.
All right. Look, Mark, you're one of my close friends, and I can't just help but talk to you about this matter because it, at first you seem to be successful. I mean, everyone just thought you'd be successful, but you spent all your time sending Lady Gaga wigs as gifts. If you hadn't wasted your time doing that stupid thing, you would have been more successful because you would have had more time to study and to get a degree and then dependent and get a good job. But you didn't do this.
Instead, I just wasted my time sending her wigs. Do you think I got the wigs for free?
No, you waste your money as well.
Exactly. And that's what we're going to talk about now. So, absolutely. I wasted my time sending her wigs. And if I had not done that, I would have been able to study more. I would have had more time to study. Absolutely right. Next. So if he had not wasted all of his money on buying wigs and sending them to Lady Gaga, right? If he had not wasted all of his money, he would have been able to go to college. Something that we've already discussed, but
Hmm.
let's practice this. So
Hmm.
there you go. Now you can start from the top again. If he had not wasted his time, and then
Hmm.
after that you can say if he had studied more, right? I
Hmm.
mean if he had not wasted his money, right? So first it's time, and the second is money. Let's go.
Hmm. All right. And should I refer to you or he?
Yeah. For now it's just Mark, the third person.
All right. All right. Mark wastes all his life sending Lady Gaga wigs as gifts, and if he hadn't wasted his time doing this thing, he would have had more time to study. And not only did he waste his time, he also wasted his money buying wigs for her. And that money could have helped him to get into college.
Excellent. Inversion. You threw in inversion there. Awesome, awesome. I love
Yeah.
it. Yes. Not only did he waste his time, yes. Yeah. If he had studied more, he would have gotten better grades in school.
Hmm.
Uh, let's add that to the list. Now it's time, money, and
Hmm.
studying, right?
To make matters worse, he didn't study well. He didn't study well. I mean, if he studied better at school, despite the fact that he's wasting his time and money on meaningless things, he could have had a better knowledge. He could have had better knowledge that might have helped him to get into a college or university because some universities accept students based on based on merit based acceptance they have.
Hmm, hmm, hmm. Absolutely, yes. He would have gotten better grades in school if he had studied more, right? But he just didn't study more. So he wasted his money buying wigs, and he wasted his time sending those wigs to Gaga. And then he didn't study enough, right? He studied very little. And because of that, he didn't get good grades. If he had not wasted his money buying gifts, buying wigs for Gaga, he would have been able to pay the tuition and go to college, right? And if he
Hmm.
had not wasted his time sending those wigs to Gaga, he would have had more time to study. And if he had taken school subjects more seriously and taken more time out of his life to study, he would have gotten better grades. But none of that happened, right?
Hmm.
Can you describe the whole situation again? And this time I'm Mark.
Yeah, yeah. Hi,
Mhm.
I'm Mark, and I was gonna be successful when I was younger because it seemed that I was gonna be successful. But things didn't go the way I think they would. And I made a lot of bad decisions, and I ended up being successful. And the part of the reason is that I spent all my time sending Lady Gaga wig. If I hadn't wasted my time doing this stupid thing, I would have had more time to study. Plus, I wasted my money on buying and sending the gifts. If I didn't hadn't wasted my money on meaningless things, I would have had more money to pay for a college or a university. To make matters worse, I didn't study more. I didn't study better at school. Even if I didn't have money or didn't kind of have money, I could have been accepted to a university or a college on merit based on merit based towards work, merit based acceptance, but that didn't happen either.
Mm. I just realized that we can use inversion here as well, right? Had I
Yeah,
studied more, right?
yeah. Had I studied more, make it range. Yeah. Had I studied more, I were knowledgeable. That might have resulted in me getting into a college or a university.
Excellent. Well done. Yes. All those three things. Yes. So you wasted your time and you wasted your money and you didn't study enough, right? If you had you not wasted your money buying gifts, I mean buying wigs, uh, you would have had more money to pay your tuition and go to a better college, but you didn't do
Yeah,
that. And had you not wasted your time sending those wigs to Gaga, you would have had more time to study and prepare for college, for entrance exams, right? That would have made you
yeah.
a better candidate or a better fit for the college that you wanted to get into. And had you studied more, had you spent more time on studying, you would have been in a much better situation before you tried to get into college.
And
But you didn't do any of those things. Yeah. So bad decisions,
I,
bad
I,
decision.
yeah, yeah. I at least would have been able to earn money by teaching others.
Right. Absolutely. Yeah. That's another um, advantage of studying, right?
Yeah,
Okay. Where is it? So you didn't do so Mark didn't do any of these things and he became a poor man living on the street. There you go. All
well,
right.
but unfortunately, none of that happened. And now Mari is a man, as a homeless man living on the streets.
That's why
But
a homeless man taking a taxi to work.
yeah, all right,
All
I'll
right.
take that. I'll take
Yeah.
that. No problems.
Yeah. I mean, I'm fine with being Kristen, so be okay with being homeless, all right?
Yeah, okay, no
Otherwise, you're
problem.
gonna have to be
As long as I'm
Kristen.
not Kristen, as long as Yeah, and as long as I'm not Kristen, everything's okay. Whatever you say, I will take it.
Absolutely. All right. So,
And
Kristen, now
if
let's talk about Kristen.
uh-huh, about you,
Yeah, about me. I went to college and I went to college and studied engineering at a good university. After graduating, I became a famous engineer and was very successful in my work. Interesting. There is nothing bad, it turns out. And I invented many ingenious machines that helped a lot of people. But I left my work in order to go to the ocean to save the whales. Ta-da!
and you are Kristen, and got into university, studied engineering. After graduating, a job, and you made a lot of genius inventions. But you wanted to save the whales that went to the ocean. And now you are taking and just hearing why you have all this knowledge. If you hadn't left your job, you would have been more successful.
Excellent. Absolutely. Yes. If I had, but the thing is, I did study and I did save my money, right? I didn't spend my money on things like that. I didn't waste my money. But if I had wasted my money on useless things, I would not have been able to go to college, right? Because I wouldn't have had the money to pay the tuition. But it didn't happen. I did have money to pay for it.
Mhm.
And had I not studied enough, I would not have been able to get into college, right? And had I
Now,
not
now, now, now you're going,
Yeah, and had I not made that super important decision of making a 180-degree change in my life and going to the ocean to save the whales, I would have probably not enjoyed. I mean, right now I wouldn't be enjoying my life. Oh, here it's a little bit different tense, right? I would not be enjoying my
yeah.
life right now. Yeah. Um, yeah, there you go.
All right. And there is Kristen again. And she studied well at school and she got into a college or university and um, there as well did make progress and got a degree in engineering. If she hadn't studied more, she wouldn't have um, got into a university. And plus, she had a good job, which resulted her to um, earn money, be successful. If she uh, didn't, if she had she wasted her money on something meaningless, she wouldn't have been successful near the ocean to save the whales. That was stupid. If she hadn't, um, if she had stayed in its job, she would have been even more successful, but she didn't.
Mhm. And remember, Kristen ended up saving Mark and caring for him, right? Saving her
Uh-huh.
brother and caring. She would not have been able to do that had she not made all those right decisions in her life, right?
Uh-huh. Mhm.
Yeah. If she had not saved up her money, she would not have been able to care for her
Mm.
brother, right?